Hey folks, Mr. Dell here. We are looking at a problem that has us to find a kind of a missing slice here within my whole piece of this circle, the missing section in a full circle, right? So let's go ahead and do this one. This is from CPM. This is course 2, section 5.2.4. Yes, that's what it is. 5.2.4, section 5.2.4. Okay. Number 63. So Robert found an old game in a closet and wanted to play it. However, a portion of the spinner shown at the right could not be read. Find the missing portion of the spinner for Robert. So we've got each of these portions here are a piece of this full spinner, right? So if you were thinking about probability, the probability of getting this part would be 1/6, 1/3, 1/4, 1/9, 1/12. So what is the portion of the question mark? All right. So what's true though is if we think about the entire spinner all the way around, right, that whole thing is equal to 1, right? The probability or every section added up would equal 1 if all of these are fractional pieces. So what's true is I could look at it this way, that 1/12 starting here plus 1/6 plus 1/3 plus 1/4 plus 1/9 plus that question mark, all of that, the question mark then is equal to 1. That's what our statement is, right? So if I had now the tricky part is all of these are in different portions, right? So it's a 12th, a 6th, a 3rd, a 4th, a 9th. So it's a little harder to see what that would be. But if I was able to put all of these in the same denominator as a common denominator, then I could see what part I'm missing, right? So I'm going to determine a common denominator for each of these and change them to different fractions. So first of all, let me just figure out what the common denominator is. So what does 12, 6, 3, 4, and 9 all go into, right? Some people look and say, well, maybe 12. Well, 6 goes into 12, 3 goes into 12, 4 goes into 12, but 9 doesn't. So it's got to be something that 12 goes into. So then I'll double 12 and I get 24. Well, again, 24, each of these numbers 24 goes into, but 9 does not. So then I'll add another 12 to that, right? So I went 12, check that one, nope. So check 24, nope. Check 36, I'm adding 12. All of these numbers go into 36. Oh, and including 9. 9 goes into 36 4 times. So that's going to be my common denominator. So I want to change each of these fractions to have a denominator of 36. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the question mark as well, right? I need to figure out what that is over 36 because that's going to give me my missing parts. And then my 1 would just be 36 over 36. So I'm looking at this now as something with all common denominators. So what would be, right? Remember, to change a number, a fraction, to have a common denominator, you multiply by the giant 1, right? So 1/12 times what gives me something over 36. So 12 times what basically is 36? Well, it's times 3. So I would multiply this by a giant 1 of 3 over 3. Get a pen here. So if I multiply that by 3 over 3, then my new numerator would be 3, right? Because 3 times 12 is 36. 3 times 1 is 3. So then again, so it's to get the 1/6 to be something over 36, it's multiplied by the giant 1 of 6 over 6, right? 6 times 6 is 36. 1 times 6 is 6. So 3 times what is 12? Excuse me, 3 times what is 36? It's 12. So it's going to be multiplied by 12. So 1 times 12, 12. That becomes 12. This one, I'm multiplying a giant 1 of 9 over 9, right? 4 times 9 is 36. So 1 times 9, 9. And then the last one, that would be times 4. 9 times 4 is 36. So 1 times 4 is 4. So now I look and I say, I'm pretty good here. So I've got to figure out what is that missing piece. So in order to do that, I'm going to add all these up so I get a better idea of what I have. So 3 plus 6 plus 12, that's 21, plus 9 is 30. 21 plus 9 is 30. Then 30 plus 4 is 34. So all of these here, all of these add up to be 34. I'm going to put it over here, 34 over 36, right? So I've got 34 over 36, and now I need to add this question mark to be 36 over 36, right? So what would that be to get from 34 to 36? It's add 2 more. So there's my answer. So that question mark has to equal a 2. So I know that that question mark is equal to 2 over 36, or simplify that to be 1 over 18. So there's my final answer. Okay, there we go.